How are you all doing? This is my 4 o'clock live. Welcome to the room. We're going to talk all things live streaming. I didn't get a chance to share all the different updates I wanted here in the 10 o'clock. Maybe I will get a chance to do it um, for this live. So we'll see. Maybe. Hopefully I do. We'll see if my sound's working. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay, there's a commercial coming in, which is all good. Good things. We want commercials. We need the commercials. So I appreciate you all being here. We're going to get started in just a few moments. So I appreciate you joining. So this is my 4 o'clock live. We talk all things live streaming, particularly from a TikTok perspective, because um, we talk about how to grow your page and then also how to build community on TikTok and some of the features of TikTok as well. I talk about streaming over here as well because I do think it's important to make sure you're maximizing. And if you haven't started streaming on YouTube, this is a good time to start. Okay, good. And so I've been streaming for officially a year, over a year now, and have gotten to the monetization levels. It's still growing, still building. I'm excited. A lot of growth. Sticking to it, staying the course, doing all the things. So it's exciting to see how things are have evolved. But ultimately it's about consistency. It comes down to being consistent, showing up. And if you can do anything every day, twice a day, then it opens up your mind to all the different possibilities. So I will say that much. That's my motivational message for the morning or the afternoon. And I want to make sure you guys are growing and learning, but you got to stick to it. Just stay with it. And then as you learn more, you can do a little bit more. You can expand. You can think about ways that you can increase your exposure as well as have multiple streams going on. So that's what you want to do. All right, my dear friends, we are going to go to these TikTok streets. I'm going to try to get over there a little early because your girl has been I've had meetings and stuff, and I've been a little low energy. But I think also I'm trying to be a little bit more health conscious, so my body is adjusting, and so I'm making a conscious decision to be a little bit more healthier. So I'm having to go through this phase of it all. But we're gonna get better. We're gonna get better. I'm working out in the morning, so I'm feeling the energy. How's it going? It's going well. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. If you're new to my live, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Give me that thumbs up button. You see it down here. Give me the thumbs up. Also click that subscriber button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel as well as click the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So hopefully everybody is here and you're willing to learn and engage. We keep it professional. We talk all things live streaming. We're talking about how to go live. So feel free to put comments in that are asking questions about live streaming. I'm happy to answer them. Um, and making sure that you are staying focused, my friends. Okay, hey there. A lot of, the more live streams you make, the more popular you will get. So I know maybe if you keep live streaming more you get, the more popular. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate that. That is beautiful. Words well said. And I've been doing this for a minute. So I actually have grown quite a bit. And then I shared earlier in my 10 o'clock live the overall monetization benefits that I'm noticing now. And so that just kicked in last week because I turned on the ads for my videos and for my past content and my current content. And so because of those ads running, YouTube obviously they want the ad revenue as well. And so they want to make sure your ads are placed. And so I'm seeing the benefits from that as well. So I'm going to continue to keep streaming, keep building. Thank you for saying that, my friend. I appreciate it. Your comment can stay. So I appreciate the support. If you're new to the room, go ahead, give me a like. Give me a like. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, click that subscriber button. All right. So we can subscribe to the channel, as well as click the bell to get notifications on when I go live and post content. Over here on over here on YouTube, they use the word subscriber. On TikTok, they use the word follow. So you're not buying anything, you're not buying subscription, but you are connecting with the live stream and with my channel. All right. The other thing I will say is over here, I do stream about TikTok primarily. So you guys are going to see me in a second shift over to the TikTok side because I am actively streaming over there. We're talking about TikTok, we're talking about the features, and then I have this as a playlist, as a recording for people to go back to. So feel free to engage in my content. I'm going to be improving the thumbnails, all the different. Thank you, friend. Thank you for so welcome from Florida. And I'm going to be improving the SEO. You know, I got to get my SEO better. I'm working through that, and so I got to get better. But just know that there is a good way forward here. And YouTube wants you to succeed. I talked about the YouTube Studio feature on the desktop, where you now have. It's called AI Studio. It's the AI Studio feature where you can have it create thumbnails for you, have it create the SEO um, title and description and the thumbnail and the hashtags and the tags you want to use and the timestamp. All of that is available to you. All right. So there's no excuses. No excuses. So just know there's a lot of features here. And so we talked about that. I even gave you guys my thumbnail. I mean my just my prompt that I use. So feel free to listen to my 10 so you can get that prompt. All right. All right, friends. All right, we're gonna go live on TikTok. I appreciate you all. TikTok live, TikTok live, live streaming tips, how to go live on TikTok, beginner friendly tips, tips to go live, new live hosts, engagement, engagement strategy, YouTube. You want to make sure you understand that as well. So we're talking all things going live. So feel free to come in, ask questions. New live host. We are talking how to go live. How you doing, Kiva? Welcome to the room again. Appreciate you being here. We're going to get started on our engagement. Feel free to like the live. We're going to get those hearts to flow. If you don't mind liking and engaging on the live stream, I appreciate it, friend. Everything's going well on the YT. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. We're talking about all things live streaming, so I appreciate you all being here. Make sure you give me a thumbs up to like the live. Also, click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications. Hey, Dr. Speaks, welcome to the room. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. My dear friends coming in, I appreciate you. I thank you all for joining me. If you're new to the room, I say all the time, put new in the chat. I didn't get a chance to talk as much to my newbies. We were going very deep into leagues. We talked a lot about different features and stuff that you want to make sure you're optimizing and leveraging. I started my live off talking about YouTube, so I'm going to talk about a little bit over here as well if you guys are interested in learning more about that platform. So we'll talk a little bit about that too. I'll probably start with some brief talking points about it, just so that people can leverage that as well. Hello, my friends coming in. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Let me share out my live. I add it to my stories. I share it out. Let me make sure I am sharing it on both on this platform here. And then if you guys don't mind sharing and tapping as well, we're gonna bring some new friends in the room. And so let me know if you have any questions and and we'll get to talking. I'm sorry, I'm typing my message. So let's see. All right, my friends, keep going. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you for the support. We're liking a live. We almost got 2K likes. We do, and it's 2 minutes in. So we are going at it, friends. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much, everybody coming in. I'm going live at 6 p.m. and so nervous. Now, is this your first time? Welcome to the room. First time going live, that is. Let me know if is this the very first time? And if it is the first time, I'll give you a few quick tips to think about. No, my second. Okay. So the first time, second time, and the third time. I don't want you to think about your topic, not overly consumed with your topic. All right. I think a lot of people kind of want to come in and start instantly with their topic. And so I want you to focus on making sure that, you understand the platform, you are engaging. That means as people are coming in, you're saying hello, click their bio. Maybe you spend some time playing with the features, okay, the effects, the sound effects, the voice effects. Um, this is effects. So play around with those features, touch up here, figure out your homework. If you haven't done it already, I want you to know where your real-time analytics is located and study that screen. So your real-time analytics, put in the chat if you know where it's at. Let me know if you don't know where it's at. Should I practice beforehand? I don't want you to practice beforehand. I want you to focus on learning as you go. That's authentic. When people come here, it's one of those things where people instantly want to start with their topic and they minimize and they do very minimal engagement. It would be all the same if I started talking about YouTube and the five things from the jump and didn't answer any of your questions. It didn't do any engagement with you. Hey friends, thank you so much for coming in, Kiwi. And just recognizing that that's most important because your goal is to build community. Okay. If you spend time, I know a lot of people come here and they want to sell their service, sell their product, sell the things that they have available, and they're focused on the sale as opposed to focused on the client and the needs and the questions the clients has asked. And so there's something to be said about doing that first couple weeks where you're doing that engagement. And then as people get to know, like, and trust you, you can then start talking about, okay, here's some other things that I want you to be aware of. You use your board, you use some other things to kind of help guide the conversation. But at the end of the day, it's so important in those first couple lives, first three lives. Like I said, it could be up to 7 to 14 days where you're really just trying to get to know your audience and you're building that community. All right. So that's what I want you to focus on. In the meantime, if you choose to, it's up to you. If you choose to spend some time early on with this engagement strategy, so we got the likes going right now. So we're trying to get enough likes to build up the live stream so it knows that we're here actively engaging. We're in 5 minutes. We're trailing a little bit below 5 minutes with our likes. So we just hit 5K likes. So if we can get the taps going, that'd be greatly appreciated. Your life matters too. Hey, thank you for the repost. Thank you so much, others coming in. Thank you for sharing out the live as well. I appreciate that support. That's what it's all about. I said and I will do it. I just have to find the time with the agency because I have a lot of new creators that are joining the agency that are still getting used to this and live streaming, plus having your services or not having services, and you want to figure that out too. I need to spend some time helping people with building a digital marketing concept and presence here and how to do that successfully. So what I just shared with you is actually my number one tip. Don't go in for the sale instantly. Don't go in for the topic instantly. Focus on the audience. And that's how you start building trust. Um, we just got our flash card. I get my PhD in September. Congratulations, Christy. Congratulations, friend. I'm a PhD as well. All right. We got our flash go. It is 5. TikTok your live. So if you're in the room and if you want to share a TikTok your live, did I miss the opportunity to pin it? Let's see. You can share that right now. I appreciate that. TikTok is being kind by sending it so early. I will accept that challenge. Let's see if we can get two more. One more. One more? Anybody? Who gonna do? Go ahead and send that last one. Thank you so much, friends. That was very generous of TikTok. Thank you, TikTok. TikTok knew this 4 o'clock, y'all. I have to be honest with you. Some days my energy level's a little low. What's happening? I'll be honest with you. I'm a full book. I've been drinking a lot more water. So I have my water with lemon. So I've been drinking the water a lot, going to the bathroom because I'm drinking the water so much. I have some tea that I'm drinking too, this herbal tea. So I'm trying to wane off the caffeine. So I'm doing the herbal tea. And then I'm being a little bit more cognizant about my sweets, the sugars intake I'm having. So I'm not doing the sugar boost. As well as when I eat my lunch, it was a nice salad. It was like a chicken salad with avocado and cabbage and stuff. And so I'm being a little bit health conscious and I feel like I'm dragging because of it. It's not boosting yet because I think I'm detoxing. So I was tired today. I was like, "Oh my gosh, am I gonna come live?" And I started to say, "No, I'm not coming live." But I was like, "You know what? When you get there, you know you feel better, so why you acting up? Just go live." So that's what happened. I had to talk myself into it. But thank you so much, y'all. I appreciate TikTok only giving me 5. 5 of the TikTok Your Lives. Thank you. It's me. I'm her. Welcome to the room. Your life matters. Thank you so much for joining. Dr. Linnell, welcome for being here. My Lisa is Eliza. Liza, welcome to the room. Appreciate you all being here. Christy, welcome and congratulations on that almost done. Ooh, I remember that feeling. I finished my PhD in December of 2024. I'm sorry, December 2014. December of 2014, I finished it. And I remember being in that last semester, the fall, and it was actually the summertime. I had a couple different things I could have attended where it would have been some travel, and they were like milestone events. It was one like was a high school track reunion because I ran track and field in high school, and I said I'm not going. I felt bad to this day. I kind of feel bad, but I said if I don't go, I'm going to sit down and hone in on this paper because I needed to turn in a draft. And I said, if I don't go to this event, I'm turning in a draft that weekend to make it worth my not going. That was what I told myself, and I did. That's exactly what I did. I turned in my draft for the first draft review, so I can move forward. And so that's how I spent it. I had to trick myself because towards the end it's hard. You're like, oh my gosh. I'm analyzing data now. I love that. Yes, you have to delegate your time. Exactly. You do. You do. You have to prioritize all the things. And I was like, okay, if I miss this event, I got to be worth it. And I was like, it's going to be worth it. And so I was able to finish by December. That actually was like the deadline. Like if I did not do it, it would have pushed me back some more. So I was like, I got to finish it. I did 2 hours today. My word of the day was bored. Soda, I asked this question. I don't know if you were still in the room. I don't think you were. I asked this question, the board. Did you use the template, the AI board template, or did you create your own by clicking the plus mark, plus symbol? Which one were you doing? Because I wonder if that's the issue where people are clicking that template and that template is the problem. What was your dissertation on? It was actually on mentorship. It was a phenomenological study on mentorship, business mentorships. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the abbreviated version of it. But yeah. New in this room, trying to hit 900, um, 900 by the end. Well, thank you, friend, for being here. This is not a grow room. We engage intentionally here. I just hit 800. All right, friend. This is not the room necessarily, but you want to engage. So I do talk about engagement because you don't have a blue box. It's grayed out actually. You did have a blue box, so you haven't been around in 7 days. And so you're asking for support, but you got to be a supporter. All right. I tell people that all the time. People come in here and ask for people to follow them, connect with them, and do all the things, but they obviously tell TikTok tells on you. So if your blue box was showing, you would show up as a supporter. You would have grabbed your daily heart me, all the things. So I want you guys to grow intentionally, not just picking up numbers. So that's what we teach in this room because I want you guys to be successful live hosts. Hey, friend, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Soda, what did you say? Soda, so no, I created it. I wonder if that's the issue. I really do believe that may be the culprit. Oh, that's great. I'm a licensed professional counselor. Awesome, awesome. My PhD is in leadership and education. So it's a doctorate in education, higher ed administration. Thank you for everyone. Oh, Vibe Wellness. Congratulations, friend. Happy birthday. I hope you have a great birthday today. I hope this was like part of a great day. That's just one thing that made it just a wonderful day. So I appreciate you, friend. I forgot how to buy my first TikTok coins. But how do I give them? Sorry, I don't know. Well, Oklahoma, promise. If you see a rose here, click the rose and hit send. That's a quick way to do it. Or if you see the word follow, click the word follow. And after that, if it says the word join, click join and then send your daily heart me. That's how you would do it, friend. And then the gift box has other gifts you can send. As a live host, I have a goal up here. So all those things you can do. Christy, thank you so much, friend. Others coming in to follow. I appreciate you all. This live process feels so overwhelming. It gets easier. We don't speak negativity, negative words. We don't. In this room, we say, and let's put in the sticker, practice makes progress. Practice makes progress. Because as you do it, you get better. It is a learning curve. We recognize that. We acknowledge that. There's a lot going on. Our community teared up. Awesome. Thank you so much. Practice makes progress. So we're not trying to be perfect at this. We don't have to have all the answers. We just keep going. All right. I'm doing this campaign that requires 200 battles and I'm determined. Ah, yes. Okay. Practice makes progress. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Thank you all for being here. If I missed a comment, I apologize. I'm going to dinner and dancing. Nice. That's a nice way to do your birthday, spend your birthday. I used AI template. Luna. I think it's the AI template. I said that. I think you had left and I asked that question. I do believe it's that AI template. It's the culprit. Yeah. Yeah. So create your own, hit the plus symbol and create your own. Do it from scratch. Create your own board. Yeah, because what I've noticed, I think you had left when I said it. When I see people from the agency, not their board's not on the screen, and then ultimately what they said is that they had a board, but I don't see it. I think it's the AI template is the boards they're using. I think that's the culprit. Yeah, I haven't had any issues the last few days, and I didn't use AI. Yep, I will do that. Yep, I'm pretty determined. I'm pretty sure that's the culprit. It's the AI template. So I may send if I forget you all, I'm gonna try my best to send a message out to folks and say make your own board. Don't use the AI template. See if that is causing the issues. Let me say this, y'all. Hey y'all, I'm gonna say this real quick. Why am I looking at Dr. Michelle? Real quick. Stay with me for a second. TikTok needs to fix that. I know they do. Let me say the real hey from Barbados, welcome, friend. Dr. Michelle has a board. So I do see the board. Her board says the red flags you minimize until it's too late. That's what her board says. Why does our friend have 107 people in her room? 107 people in her room right now. It dropped down a little bit. Now it's 94. But yeah, yeah, yeah. She doing her thing. She is definitely doing her thing. I tell you, I think the boards is a different maker. So I don't want you guys to minimize that. Play around with your different boards, play around with your audience and see what works. She is doing the darn thing. She is. She is. So I'm like, wow. You can tell her Dr. Lisa said, I was like, she's doing her thing. Welcome everybody to the room. What happens if you go live and no one joins? That happens in the beginning. I tell you, we're not worried about the beginning. The beginning is that. The beginning is the hill you're climbing. All right. The beginning is just that. It gets uncomfortable. You got to get used to it, but it gets better. Okay. You'll get used to it. So you have to get through those growing pains. I tell people when you start a new workout regimen, you're all exhausted and tired and achy and all the things are happening. But over time, your body gets used to it. You build that endurance, you build that strength. And that's what happens here. I use the analogy a 90-day job, you have that 90-day probationary period. In those first 90 days, you're learning the job. You're learning all the jargon, just like here. You're learning all the different things, the different players and people and features and you know, just like a job. And then after the first 30 to 60 days, you feel like you got the hang of this. You know, by the time you get to the 90-day, you're like, I could do my supervisor's job. I need a raise, so you'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right. Uh, you said what happens? Okay, let's see. I'm learning how this all works. I had a video with almost 100K views. Oh, I mean 10K views. That's good. I was happy. That's good. That's really good. Um, I'm doing well on the YT. Hey, friends. With those type of videos, you want to rinse and repeat. So when you have that happen, try to see if you can replicate it. That's a quick, see what happened there. Hey, BU, welcome to the room, friend. She is doing a darn thing. She is. Guess that's definitely seen a difference. Was aboard after 3 days. Yes. Yep. Yep. So play around with your boards a little bit. See what is that value, the curiosity, and the challenge that you're putting out there. I did last night, failure for sure. You say I did last night, failure for sure. That's okay. It'll get better. Do you need a certain number of follows before you can go live? You do need to be at least 7 days old with your account. Post some content. TikTok will give it to you with 50 followers, and typically they give it to you when you have a blue box. That means that you come to lives, you've been gifting. TikTok gave you a message when you came in my live that told you to send a coin, send a rose, send something. You have to have coins on your account. So you want to send something to also ensure that you get it. But typically, TikTok will give it to you as early as 50 followers based on checking those boxes. Okay, doing the things like your account is old enough and stuff. Okay. You're welcome, friends. Hey, friends coming in. I appreciate you all. Thank you all. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate. Hey, Elle, welcome to the room. Um, Dacia, welcome to the room as well. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Black Diamond, welcome, welcome, my friend. Leveled up to level 10. Congratulations, friend. If you're new in the live, put new in the chat. I tell people all the time when you come to someone's home, when you come to someone's home, you say hello, you greet them. And so I want to greet you back. So let me know you're new. We're teaching how to be a good live host, but in order to be a good live host, you got to start off being a good viewer because you're going to teach your community how to be great engagers and viewers as well. And so if you're not doing the engagement and you're wondering why people aren't engaging, then that means you need to practice what you want people to do for you. Okay? So I teach that. I want you guys to understand this app will tell on you. This app tells your story. All right. Thank you, Janae. Thank you, Black Diamond. This app is telling all your business. All right. You come into a room, I can read what's going on. As a live host, you're going to be able to read it too. As viewers, you're going to be able to read it because it's right there in your face. You see clearly what people are doing and not doing. All right. Intentional about who you follow and what you watch because it can wreck your algorithm. It can. You got to be careful. Oklahoma, look at you, friend. It can. It absolutely can. You got to be careful about that. And so you'll notice people don't over follow. You know, as the number of people you are following, the number of accounts that you are following, your max is 10K. So you want to make sure there's some strategy and intention behind those people. And at some point, you're gonna have to purge. You can't follow everybody. All right. Thank you so much, new, short, and sassy. Welcome to the room. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for joining. Others coming in. Shirley, welcome to the room. I'm that teacher mom. Love it. I learned at the you learned that the hard way. I know, friend. We all have to kind of go back and purge. Hello, Baron Threads. Welcome. Thank you. How do you get coins on your account? Okay, RNLs, give me 30 seconds. You're new as well. Welcome to the room. Let me I'll tell you in 1 second. I just want to make sure I say hello before my chat gets away from me. Dr. Lisa took advice and added my bio. Did you? Hey, look at you. I'm a purpose-driven woman with God's guidance, helping those others build their business digitally. And then you have your stand store. I would tell you to take the stand store out because TikTok will give you a redirect and restriction. So you want to remove that. But good job. Good job. Rosa, welcome to the room. I engage, but it's very rarely that people engage back. They don't do that they don't do the 5 steps. Your real life, you probably need to shift your thinking about engagement too. Hello, friend. The first gift you've ever given. Yes, Oklahoma. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that being the first gift that you gave to me. I appreciate that. Elle, welcome to the room. I had to turn off restricted mode. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Um, is that like a privacy mode? I wonder. I saw you this AM now back and you are right here. Oh, look at here, friend. I came back on. I left. I did leave and come back. Thank you, friend. Spiritual, welcome to the room. Hey, Precious, welcome to the room. Thank you so much. Um, Shifts how? Yes, we'll talk about that. Give me 1 second. So, when it comes to the gift box, my friend asked about how to get coins on their account. Click the gift box. Once you click that gift box in the corner, it has the word recharge or it has the amount of coins that you already have on your account. When you click the word recharge, a screen will pop up. It'll take you to where you can recharge here in the app. I'm going to tell you to pause. Don't do it in the app. I want you to go to the website. Right above, you'll see where it says recharge at tiktok.com/coin. And it says for a 25% discount, click that little box, that message, and it takes you to the website. And so that's where you want to get coins so you can get more coins for your money. So that's how you get coins on your account. But you definitely want to do that. Um, it's a content preference mode, but you can't give live gifts. Oh, okay. Okay. See, I've never seen that feature and played with it. So it's a restricted mode feature. Is under the content preferences. Okay, gotcha, friend. 3 lines on the top of your profile is where your content settings and privacy, and you go into the content preferences. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't know that. Um, you said, does that work for you to also to get coins? Yes. You're saying here on YouTube. That was a TikTok directive. My friend said, well, does that work on YouTube too? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't think so. I think you click the gift box and you add coins that way. I think that's probably true on YouTube as well. If you click the gift box, it should get you there. She said, "Is that YouTube too?" That was sweet. Honestly, I have to check. That is a great question. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you all being here. Hello, hello. Look at the wings. He said, "Oh man, yeah, we're talking about the TikTok way, but you got me now. Now I got to give both instructions since you didn't said it. I need to go look it up. Okay. What are good goals for live beginners? Oh, that's a good question. Thank you, others coming into the room, my new friends. Good goals for live beginners. So I talk about it from a 14-day challenge. That's one way to give yourself a challenge to go live maybe daily and go live to the point where you go live at least 61 minutes because TikTok counts that as a valid go live day. So if you can go live daily for 14 days and then maybe you do a 30-day challenge. That's how I started. When I started my live journey, I said I'm going to do 30 days nonstop, same time. Okay. So I went 4 o'clock, which is my 4 o'clock live has not gone away for a year and a half. I've been going live consistently. Thank you all who are coming in. Thank you, my friends coming in from different places. Appreciate you all joining me. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. And so try that. I might go back to your question and screenshot and play around with that as a board because I think that is a great question for beginners to realize what are some goals for a beginner, realistic goals. And so give yourself a challenge by going live consistently, 14 days, 30 days. I would say 30 days if I was to really give you a challenge because that's going to help you in terms of learning the platform, the algorithm, and it's going to support you in terms of getting more visibility within the live stream, the For You feed, but also with your friends and followers. And so they know you're going live because you're posting content about it and you're showing up consistently, ideally every day, same time, and going for at least an hour. And then you'll stretch yourself to go maybe 90 minutes, 2 hours. That's also gonna help. All right. Thank you all for being here. So I need to pick a time I can stick to even during the school year. If you could do that, that's ideal. I tell people the TikTok streets don't close. Flourish, I saw you come in, friend. And so at the end of the day, they don't close. Thank you all, friends. Thank you so much. And so because of that, thank you so much for that. Solus, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Mia, welcome to the room. Others coming in. I appreciate you all being here. So yeah, they don't close. And so depending on when you are comfortable with showing up, we have some early birds in the live now. I have some colleagues here, people in my agency that go live as early as 6 o'clock in the morning. All right. And so just know, you'll find your target audience, the people you want to connect with, depending on what time you go live and your topic. Okay. Do you have to have a certain number of followers to go live? You have to have at least 50. Oh, you just never gone live, my friend, night nurse. You're like, I want to know the answer. She got 3,100 followers, y'all. So yeah, you definitely have live access. Yes, picking a time is hard. Yes. So make sure you have 50 followers. We've seen them give people early as 50 followers. Your account is 7 days old or longer or more. You've posted content and you have that blue box next to your name. That shows that you're an engaging viewer, that you sent your first gift, that you've engaged fully. You may have come up here and grabbed your daily heartbeat. Each day the live should be 1 hour, should be over an hour. So that's why it says 61 minutes. So to make it a valid go live day, TikTok has multiple metrics that they will track for you. And that's one of the core metrics that you are going live at over an hour. I tell people at a minimum 61 minutes to make sure it's over. And then yeah, and then you want to expand. The longer you're here, the better. All right. I don't have my watch on, but when I point to my wristband here, I talk about TikTok. Whoever came up with the name was brilliant because they understand the concept here. They want consistency, they want the clock to keep ticking, and you are here, you're building community, you're engaging. So the longer you're here, the better. Okay. I got through my followers to clear out the bots. That's good. That's good. Definitely. Is it common to lose followers? Yes. TikTok will purge. You also need to purge and go in and remove those banned accounts. Yes. If you're there, your tribe will find you. Yes, that's true. That is so true. How long should we go live if selling crafts? Again, it's about building your community. Uh, 61 minutes or more. I mean, nothing changes because of what you're doing in your life. Again, like Flora said, your tribe will find you. So it's about being consistent and showing up. Now, there's some other factors you want to do, and I'll talk about that in a second. But ultimately, hey, voice guru, ultimately, it's about that consistency. It's about building community. It's about you making sure you know who your target audience is. Okay, because if you're trying to sell your craft, then you have a certain prototype of a customer in mind. And if you don't, you need to figure that out. That's the first question. What work do you do? We talk about live streaming here. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Look at you, voice. Congratulations, level 35. Congratulations on that. Thank you so much for sharing that. Oh my gosh. Um, and so yeah, so that's what you want to do. You want to know who your customer is so you can talk to that person because that's the person you want to buy your craft. Somebody who's not interested in crafts, you don't want that person in your room. You want the people who are part of who you're trying to cultivate a relationship and build community with. And you want those people to keep coming back. You want them to purchase. But in the beginning, you got to know who you're talking to, who's your customer, and be able to speak to that person. Okay. That's actually number one. We'll talk about that a little bit more. Um, you changed it up. You got the chic glasses. I gave our Harmony a new look. Check it out. I see it, friend. I see you pressing buttons. I see buttons popping up. So I appreciate that. So let me go back to something real quick. My friend, your matters. Let me know if you're still in the room. Let me know if you left because you asked the question earlier and I wanted to circle back to it. Thank you for the populars. I appreciate you. Voice Guru, I gotta do my homework. I gotta do my homework. I'll be there tonight. I gotta do my homework though. Voice Guru is a voice actor, and so she has a community called Outspoken. I gotta do my stand too. I gotta do both those. Yes. Okay. Okay. I gotta do my homework and I gotta do my stand. So I'm gonna do both tonight before the meeting. But she's a voice actor. So if you guys are interested in that, that is actually on my list because of TikTok. Coming here talking, doing the content. I was like, why not? I could be a voice actress, actor rather. I could do this. Why not? And so I am trying my best. We are trying. We're trying. We're gonna see how this goes. But I'm excited because I'm getting professional level training from Voice Guru, and she is amazing. So definitely connect with her if you're interested. You said you are a voice actor. It sounds fun. It is, and she makes it look effortless. And it ain't, y'all. It's a job. It's a thing. People are acting. Okay, so it's pretty cool to see her though. She is awesome. Um, so your question was like the mindset shift. When I talked about shifting the whole idea of your followers. Hey, J and C, welcome. Mia, welcome to the room. Others coming in. Thank you so much for that lead gift. I appreciate it. I am in a campaign. That's why those are in there. So thank you all for your support. Hey, Julia, thank you so much for being here, friend. When we going live, I'm excited to see you go live, friend. Um, so I said shift your thinking about your audience because your audience, not everybody's going to follow you. And as a live host, so let me dispel a couple things. Okay. First of all, we have people who come in here, and I'm not saying this to you, your matter. So well, matter of fact, let me look. Let's be real about it. Okay. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Engagement comes in different ways. And so you wanna make sure that as you come into a live, there's things you want to do. Like in a live. That's one of the things. That's free support. Bossy Bronx girl, welcome to the room. Shirley, thank you for the follow. Janae, thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate you, friend. So, liking a live, that's free support. The comments. When I told you when you come in someone's room, you say hello, I'm new, you engage, you follow, you do all the things because, again, this is not TV. Okay. So, recognizing that this is not TV, that means that this is an interactive, engaging experience. And if you're not doing that, then you're missing out on all the different networking and connections you can make. All right. So I want you to think about it from that perspective. I need help. Do I just message the agency page? Just message me. You can message me to click Service Plus. What do you need help with? Let me know. Um, let me know what you need help with because you started going live. That's what I said. When you join an agency, you just continue to go live, continue doing what you're doing. But send me a message. I'm happy to answer questions too, friend. Um, you said I'm new. I love it. This is not TV. This is not TV. Uh-uh. So you gotta kind of think of it from that perspective. This is not TV. Hello, I'm new. Welcome, welcome, love. Thank you so much, my friend. Poppy, welcome to you as well. Connie, hello, friend. Victoria, welcome as well. Your life, yes, is conscious of that, but same doesn't seem to be in return. That's why I said you got to shift your perspective because you can't worry about what other people doing. If you're trying to be a live host, you do what you're doing and continue to grow, continue to build. And if you're being intentional, and I'm going to talk about this in number 5 about what I said earlier, who's your audience? Those are the rooms you're going to. And those are the people who want to connect with your topic and your content and your live stream. And so you're wanting to make sure you're being intentional about your approach. Okay. Because you can't worry. Not everybody's going to engage back. Not even everybody even understands the etiquette here. Matter of fact, let me be clear about this. Not everybody, and really quickly, y'all can go up and down the screen, take your finger, scroll up and down, have even realized that they don't even have a blue box or the Lisa box. And some of y'all who have it don't even know what it means. Real talk. I mean, let's be real about it. And so as you're doing this, once you start having your eyes wide open, you see you laugh because some of y'all be like guilty. You don't know what it means. Thank you, Coach B. You're right. You said nope. I did that on purpose, y'all. We have all been there. I know, I know. I did that on purpose because I know some of y'all don't know what it means. And I was like, you know what? Let me just call them out. I'm just learning. You said, I'm learning. You said, I have no clue. Oh, but look here. I'll teach it in a second. Hey, super fan. I see you. Shirley, spiritual welcome. Shirley, how you doing? I'm willing to learn. Me too. I don't know learning. I love it. I was being coy when I did that. I was being funny, but at the end of the day, I mean, I recognize this is a beginner room, so a lot of people don't know what it is, and that's the thing about it. A lot of people don't understand the engagement that happens here, and so they do things which are the right things, but again, what does it mean? And then ultimately, you're right. You're frustrated because people aren't engaging back, but there is some strategy here. There should be some strategy. And so as you're thinking intentionally about who you want to connect with, who is your target audience, you know, then you'll make sure you're engaging in those spaces. And not that you're gonna get everybody. Not everybody understands it. That's what I said. That's why I said that. And so people may engage a little bit or engage a little bit more, or others might not engage equal to what you did. And so all of that factors in. But at the end of the day, it's part of your strategy to just stay focused and continue to grow. All right. That's the focus here. Love it. All right. So we'll talk about the blue boxes in a second. I'll break some stuff down for you all. I do want to try to get here a little bit. I typically go live about 2 hours. I do have some homework. Y'all just heard me say I didn't do Carol's homework. I need to do it before our meeting tonight. I'm gonna try my best to get it done. And so so we'll see. I'll decide. It'll be a game day decision if I end up doing more than 2 hours or 90 minutes. We'll see. I'll probably try to get off by 6 o'clock. Maybe that's what I'll say. By 6 o'clock, I may be trying to get off. Um, which is really another another hour. So 90 minutes is probably what it'll look like. I still can't type. What do you mean? You still can't type? You just typed. Let me know what you meant by that, Mojo. Let me know, friend. Um, welcome to the room, everybody. Let's see. Those who are coming in, you really just said stop talking and pay attention. We all still learning. Well, you know what, Shirley? You said typo queen. Okay, got you. Appreciate you, friend. Um, so hello, how you doing, Deborah? Here's the deal. What you said is actually true. And you said it in your own way, but it's facts. That is a fact. You should be paying attention. Everything here, except for this little board. The board is my 5 things and my number 5. That's a board. You guys can't touch that. But everything else on this screen that you all see is clickable. Any and everything. Um, you said I want to start live. Mojo is a reseller from hey Mojo, welcome. Luna said, these my people. You're new here too, Princess. Welcome to the room. Shirley, yes, ma'am. So excited. I made it to see Leak overnight. When I got in my live this morning, we saw it. Congratulations, friend. I love it. I love it. What are you doing differently? Are you doing a little bit more call to action, talking to your community, telling them how to engage? Let me know. Did you do viewer wishes? Tell me what you're doing, but that's good. Did you battle? Let us know. Thank you so much, Dr. Lisa. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yep. Look at there. I love that. You said question. Do you know much about Creator Career Program? I'm in it. I signed up for it. Yeah, I do. I went to the webinar. Webinar actually was the webinar that talked about the boards. That was that webinar. Yep. Just more of the same. I haven't done viewer wishes yet. Just 71 days. All right, friend. Love it. How do we get target audience? How do we get target audience? Give me a second. I'll talk about that in one. Do we have to do battles? Do you have to? You don't have to do anything. Should you want to? You should. You should. It's gonna help. It's going to help you build. It's going to give you more exposure. It's going to help you with your community bonding, exposure, and monetization. You should. Many of the campaigns are important, require you to battle. Matter of fact, Soda just talked about the career, the career program, which is I'm supposed to battle. So Soda, we might be battling, friend. I'm just saying. We might have to figure it out because I didn't do it last month. I didn't. But in my mind, I'm waiting for community fest where I know battling is going to be required. So I'm going to get it in that way. So that's what I'm essentially doing. But we'll see. Haven't done my own battle yet. There we go. So you got to just do it. Yeah, that's the one that requires 200 battles. Oh, I missed that. I missed that. I need to go back and look. It was 80 last month. So now it's 200 this month. They knew Community Fest was happening. They knew it. That's exactly what's happening. They upped it because of June. Interesting. I don't know how to do battles yet. I'm just 3 weeks in. That's good, Victoria. Yeah, yeah, you'll be fine. You'll get used to it. I don't know if I'll do it today. I'm just looking to see anybody. Um, but I do need to do some. So maybe later in the week I'll get some, 1 or 2 done. When you go live, do you earn coins? You earn gifts, and those gifts turn into diamonds. Diamonds turn into rewards. Rewards turn into money. Okay, that's how it works. Rewards is money. Maybe I should say that. I don't have enough community to battle, but I love it. Yes. Don't underestimate your community. You don't need a lot of people in the room. Yeah. You don't have to think of those big time battles. You don't have to do that. As long as you get 100 points on the board, it's considered a battle. You said I got 50 diamonds. Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. You monetized. All right. What was I about to show with this phone? Oh, I was going to show things are touchable. Anything on here. Everything has something it does. Okay. If you guys are clicking the number of people in the room, it shows you who are the top viewers. That question mark tells you how to become a top viewer. All that stuff is there for you. Thank you on the YT. Thank you for being here. I'm on Florida, friend. And so I tell you guys to start clicking. All right. That's where I was going with that. Oh, maybe that's why my battle didn't count today. They were under 100 points. Yeah, it has to be 100 points. Yeah. Oh, tell me more. How big does the community need to be? I don't even know how to check mine. Your daily heart me is an indicator when you're live, you see that number. So that's where your community is, essentially. People are in your fan club. So that's what it represents. When you go, okay, so I answered that. So let's go back a step. Thank you all for being here. Let's go back a step. Oh, I see. Put the word box. Box. We'll do box real quick. Put the word box in the chat. Box, BOX. And so let me explain the blue box because you guys didn't know what that was. I'll explain the heart me, and I'll explain a crash course on the leagues as well. So we'll talk about those things really quickly. So once you put the word box in it, find your photo, click your photo, and your mini profile should show up. Does Catch the Bing work the same way? No, not as it's not a battle. It's not a match in that way. But it is a game. It's a fun game, but it's not a match, if that's what you're asking. So box. Your mini profile pops up. You see these boxes here. We're going to talk about those boxes. Let me turn my screen so you guys can see them correctly. Dr. Lisa Cares, thank you so much, friends. I appreciate all the support. You guys are awesome. So, these boxes. Okay, we'll go back to that in a second. This box represents you. If it's grayed out, if it has a zero, LV0, it is, if it's grayed out, TikTok, and it has a number there besides zero, um, it means that you have not engaged in gifting in the last 7 days. So they gray you out. They put you on hiatus. You're deactivated. So you're not participating in the gifter level up program. That's what it's officially called. TikTok, when you come into someone's room, you'll see in this right hand corner, TikTok tells you to do something, send a gift, send a rose, a heart's me, something like that. Is telling you to do something. You didn't do it. All right. Because you would have a box if you did. Where were you talking about the box, the bottom of the page? I'm talking about your profile, these boxes. See these badges? Those are badges. But we're just going to show these boxes. All of these represent different phases of you. Okay. So the first phase is you as a viewer. Okay. You guys are viewers right now. You are viewers in my room. So that represents you as a viewer. Thank you so much, Miss K Latte. Thank you all for the gifting. This next box in the middle is you as a fan club member. It says the word member if you haven't joined. It either says follow up here or it says join. That's what this is. Or it has your level or it has the points you need to claim. Because if it says plus in a number, that means those are the points you need to click it again and claim those points. All right. So that's what you're saying. That's you as a community member. And when I'm enjoying learning from you. Thank you, friend. And so when you are in someone's community, the expectation is that you will support. TikTok says this is a fan club. You guys are fans of me as a live host. They used to say team. I like the terminology team better, but you guys were now fans. Hey, Mojo. And so we're now fans. Thank you, Miss K Latte. And so think of the fan, you as in real life, as a fan of a favorite singer, band, comedian, whatever the case may be. You're a fan and you do the things that a fan would do. You would go to their shows, you would buy their music, you would follow them on social media, you would, watch them if they're live on TV and doing that type of engagement. You are a fan. When you come here, TikTok says, hey, you're a fan of this live post. So they give you a checklist of things to do. Okay. Is a great explanation. Yeah. So they give you a checklist of things to do to become a fan club and a fan member. And then ultimately you're growing in your levels of being a fan club member, a fan member. And so a fan club member, that's what it's called. And so you'll see in the fan club it goes from 1 to 50. And then your blue box gifting level goes from 1 to 50. That's why you see those two badges for people. Okay. Because you guys are currently viewers. Okay. So we see you as a fan club member for my room. We go to someone else's room, it's going to be their fan club. And we see you as a viewer because you're in my room. When you go to someone else's room, that blue box follows you to their room too. Okay. So that blue box follows you. Now, the last box is you as a live host. So now TikTok is tracking your performance as a live host. And your performance is based on how your community, the people in your community support you and help you grow. And that's where those diamonds come in because those diamonds turn into rewards, but those diamonds are also collected to track if you are leaguing up. if you're how you're performing in your league. All right. So leagues go from D5. Everybody started at D5. Okay. So this account is currently at D5. This account is the agency page. I don't go live as much on this page. I did a little bit, so you'll see where I've collected some fragments. I'll talk about that in a second too. But essentially, everyone starts at D5, and you have these different leagues you can league up into. So D5 is the lowest. Oh, I needed to go live. I need to go live. Yeah, yeah. And so that's your live host badge. What are agencies? I'll talk about that in a second because I am an agency. It's a free program, so we'll talk about that program. Drinks with Angie. Welcome to the room, friend. And so we'll talk about the agency program in a second. The Creator Network program. It's a free program. I'll explain why it's free, but you don't pay for it. You just are expected to go live and continue to grow in your livelihood. Okay, your liveliness. Hey, friend. Is so when everything's said and done, you start at D5, it goes D5, D4, D3, D2, D1. That is the D league. That is the lower league, but you progress from 5 to 1. All right. That's how it goes up. It goes up. It doesn't come down. It doesn't go from 1 to 5. It goes five to 1. Once you get to D5, you can level up or league up to C league. The C league is next. So it goes from D, C, B, A. All right. I really am encouraged to go live. Thank you much. You're welcome. I did not know any of this. Yes. Why I didn't know that. Yes. Yes. That was so sweet. I was like, we just be here. I appreciate that. He said, oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So it goes from D to A, D5 to A1. They just added in the A leagues 4 and 5, actually this week, because it used to be D3 to 1. Don't know why they cut it off. It was not a 4 and 5, but they added a 4 and 5. So anyway, so for real though, you teach us a lot. I know I do. I do. He's like, girl, you tell us all the business. So yes, I do. I appreciate y'all being here though. Glow, welcome to the room. Others coming in. Like I said, if you're new to the room, put new in the chat. You are, we're trying to be live hosts in this room. All right. I want you to be great live hosts, but it starts with you being a great viewer. So if you're pretending like you don't want to talk, when you go live, they're gonna do the same thing to you. They ain't gonna talk. New, welcome. Hey, Glow, how you doing, friend? Mojo Rising, welcome to the room. Thank you for my new folks. Annie, welcome to the room. Hey, it's 10A. Welcome to the room. Thank you so much. And you guys, and so that's the key to this. All right. We teach about how to go live because I want you guys to understand how to be good viewers. If you're not a good viewer, again, how you gonna tell somebody how to engage in your room? You're gonna come back and say, Doc, no one's engaging. And then I'm gonna have to say, well, do you engage? And what does your engagement look like? What does it look like? Like, tell me what you do. And then maybe that's what you need to be communicating to your community so that they know what to do too. And then you're going to want them to do something else. You have to communicate that to them. Okay. So you said all the time. I heard that, friend. I saw you too glow. You were glowing in my live today. Thanks for your tips. You're so welcome. I'm struggling with my podcast equipment. Are you? I don't know, y'all. I don't do the podcast side yet. I'm going to do it. I keep saying that's a quarter 3 goal. I'm in quarter 2 right now. So that's a quarter 3 goal, but I said I'm gonna do it. I am, yeah. So Hallie Q, she comes to the live. She's in the agency. Carol, she was here. She does podcast as well. Hallie Q does podcast. Carol, a couple other ladies do podcast. I don't know enough about the equipment. I know the microphone. Obviously, you need our interface if you want to use that as well. So there's some equipment, and then there's also different software that you can use, like Riverside or StreamYard and stuff. A StreamYard, Restream people use. I found out you glowed up. I know, friend. I mean, my mic box. Oh, okay. I don't know if that. Are you talking about like this? Let me know if that's what you meant. I did my first live last week. Awesome, awesome. Keep going, friend. How long should we go live? Sorry if you have been answered already. It has been answered, but I'll repeat it and give me a few seconds. Let me finish with the boxes and I'll circle back with that. When I use it on the other platform, my viewer said it was scratchy. I'm sorry, staticky. Um, can you speak of the agency? I will sincerely. Give me 1 second. I have my plan to go live, but shy. Ooh, Brazilian, how you doing, friend? You got to get going, friend. I had a co-host, so it helped a lot. Good, good. That's good. That's good strategy. Um, I was tapping the screen. Where are you? He said I am tapping the screen. Thank you so much, friend. You are tapping. Let's see how much you tap. See, live hosts know this. You did great, friend. 2002K taps. Thank you, friend. I appreciate your support. Like I said, the live host knows it. So don't be saying you're an engaging bestie and you don't have a blue box. You ain't grabbed your daily heartbeat. A live host can check and see if you've been tapping. If you share the live out, see the arrow over here. My friend, you did, Princess, you didn't share the live out. No, you didn't. It was zero. You did. So you can share the live too. But yeah, so I tell you guys all the time, it's no secret. You can pretend like you're doing great and you're doing all this stuff, but we know if you're faking it or not. We know if you're genuine. We can tell. TikTok tattles on you. All your business is out there. So if you don't have a blue box, you haven't grabbed your daily heart me, you ain't the hearts aren't flowing to the side, you're not tapping the screen, you haven't shared the live out. It's like trying to cheat in front of the teacher. I know. Hey, Miss Vicky. He said TikTok is tattling. Yes, we see it. We can see it. I could click your photo. Let me tell you what happens. Let me tell you exactly what happens. So if I click your photo, your profile pops up right here, right above. You see where that crown is? For the live host, it's a message that says you sent so many comments, and you can click that and it shows how long you've been watching, how long you've been following, how many comments you sent. It'll show the last 10 comments you sent. It'll show how many shares you did and how many likes. So when people come in my live, it's like, oh, I engage. I'm engaging bestie. They don't have a blue box. They don't have a daily heart me. I click their message. They ain't liked my live. They ain't shared it. They barely been watching. But then they want people to follow them and connect with them and do all the things. And honestly, I get it because you've been taught that because you went to those grow rooms and that's what the language is. Oh, we engage, we do all this, and you picked up those bad habits, but you haven't. That's the reality. You haven't. And so TikTok tells on you. There's a box that pops up. I'm trying to point below my microphone, but there's a box that pops up that tells you what to do. And because you didn't tap, hey friend, hey, Run is a blessing. She is one of my besties in real life. And she sent her little rose. Let me pin her. I can't pin you, friend. What happened? Let's see if I can pin her. I can't pin her. I would pin her. I can't pin you, friend. It's not letting me. It's showing the gift. You got to say hi. If she says hi, I'll do it. But yeah, she's my friend in real life. And I taught her because she was coming to my live, not sending roses and not getting her daily heart me. So I taught her, y'all. I said, you can't come in my room doing that. I'm teaching all these people and you ain't listening. And so she finally does it. But I appreciate you, friend, coming through. He said, how does someone join your agency? Oh, you said, let Doc, I will talk about the agency. Give me 2 more minutes. I'm gonna talk about the agency. Y'all so sweet. Y'all like, Doc, talk about your agency. Yes, I agree. I've noticed to follow people that they don't reciprocate. Yes. You said follow, follow, follow. I notice I follow people. Ooh, Miss Lee. Yeah, friend. I gotta help you reframe your thinking about that. And again, you you don't have a blue box, you don't have your daily heart me, and the people you're following, you might need to think about who you're following. If they're just trying to get their numbers up, some people follow, some people don't. Ideally, you're going to rooms where people are being intentional about wanting to engage with your content, wanting to engage with your page. You read bios, you want to pay attention to who you're connecting to. There's a strategy there that I don't want you to seem like or think everyone's going to follow you back. They don't. They can't at some point. Like I can't follow everybody back. I can't. The most I can follow is 10,000. So technically that's 15,000 I ain't getting followed because I can't follow everybody. And so now I have a strategy as a more seasoned live host to say, okay, here's my strategy for following. I follow people who are my um, people in my agency, people who are my super fans, And then people I do appointments with because oftentimes I have to connect with them. And so there's a strategy about who I'm doing, who I'm following back. And then even more so, when it comes to your follower, there's a following feed. TikTok sees that as type of content you want to see. Now, that content may not be aligned with your niche. And for me, it's not always. So I'm spending time confusing the algorithm, which you don't want to do either. So technically, I'm jeopardizing my account by doing it, but I do it because that's the way I engage with my people, my community. Okay. So just keep that in mind. You say same. Yeah. So you don't want to confuse your algorithm too much. You really should be niche down. As you notice, as things start to grow and you'll see it, there are creators on here that do not have people they follow really at all, not many, less than 100. And they have millions because they understand how the algorithm works. So as you're growing, you're going to have to purge. I teach that. I say it. I know some of you are new and you're like, well, I'm on a growth train. I'm just going to follow until I can't anymore. At the end of the day, at some point, you're going to have to purge. All right. So I say that to you. I just want to make sure people understand that so that there's a limit to following. Yes, there is. Now, as a person, you can have followers in the millions. For you being able to follow, there's a cap. There's 10,000. Super fans pay a subscription. They pay a fee to get some additional benefits. That's what they're doing. Empty followers are pointless. Not necessarily. So then there's levels to this. Not necessarily. Because you're trying to get to a level of certain milestones. So you may be a person who's like, you know what? I need to get to 1,000 because I'm trying to get TikTok shop. Or I need to get 1,000 because I want a clickable link in my bio, which you want to be careful when you go live. Thank you, friends. Or I need to get to 5,000 because I want to get unlimited access to TikTok Shop. Or I need 10,000 because I want to try to get into the Creator Rewards program and get video gifts and do playlists and stuff. So there's levels and layers to this. And so I tell people sometimes you're doing things for a reason, you just don't do it for a season. Does that make sense? Like if you go to those grow rooms and you're just trying to get to a certain number, you might do it for just a wee bit and then you get out of there. Yeah. I'm also you almost at 5K. Wow. What do you want? What is unlimited shop? When you get to 5,000, you can do unlimited shoppable videos and lives. That's the rule. They do give it to you earlier, so that's why I said that's the rule. But they will give it to you earlier. That's why I'm trying to get to 1,000 so I can get the TikTok Shop and Creator Academy. You got to get over 1,000 because they don't typically give it to you right at 1,000, but definitely strive for it. Resetting my feed or is resetting my feed a real thing? It is. You can do content preferences. You can what do you call it? Your caches. You could what word am I saying? Trying to say empty your caches. I think that's what it is. Audio is fading. Is my audio fading? Let me know, friend. You can empty your caches. Let me know if that is a real thing. It might be on your side. You might need to go out and back in. Let me know if that's the case. Sometimes TikTok can be a little glitchy. Empty followers are pointless. Let's see. I'm so discouraged. My live, Dr. Lisa, barely get anyone from the USA. How do I fix that? You might need to empty your caches, do content preferences, go to rooms. Thank you so much. You guys can hear me. Okay. Your sound is fine. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, friends. You might need to go to content relevant to your topic. Do a lot of focusing on what are you watching? What are you going to? And then also making sure you say the keywords that matter to your room. Stop saying countries that don't, so I hear you fine. You guys are great. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Okay, agency. Let me talk about the agency because I'm really all over the place right now. So let me just make sure I get back focused. I saw something from Dawn. I missed it, Dawn. What did you write, friend? Um, what are my super fan benefits? I do a super fan only live, and I also do in my super fan only live. That's probably the biggest thing I do. I am going to create a super fan only group chat too, so you guys can kind of get some tips. I think that's important as I'm helping my super fans grow a little bit more and think intentionally about what's happening in their live stream. Not everybody in the agency is a super fan, so I want to make sure super fans are getting a little bit more extra TLC. But my super fan only live, I typically will give some tips on monetization strategies, talk a little bit more intentionally about super fans. So just recognizing that those are things that you do want to activate. Yeah, gotta run, but I had to catch a bit of your attention, line. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much, Michaela. Tagging places near me in content has helping me get more local people. I love that. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so thank you so much. Let's see. Thank you so much, friend. Okay, so really quickly, agency. TikTok Creator Network program is a program where TikTok is looking to scale the ecosystem of live hosts. They want more live hosts. All right. They want live hosts because they want people to be here engaging. They want people on the platform. They want to build community. All right. Community means people are supporting, people are coming to your live, they're engaging, they're spending time here, they're spending some coins, all the things that's happening. So TikTok is trying to build that out. So they had 8 million people go live last year. Of that 8 million, there was 300,000 that were with agencies, 2,000 agencies out there. Everybody does their own thing. TikTok gives us a backstage system where we can see your live, we can look at your analytics, and then we also can provide protection if your account is at risk of getting in violation, which is different from restriction, and or banned. All right. So agencies are there for training, monetization strategies, as well as helping you in terms of supporting you if there's something going on with your account. So my agency, I do a couple things. I several things actually. I come here twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. daily, every day, helping you grow, um, answering questions, connecting with you all. I try to connect with my creators as they ask questions and making sure that I'm supporting you. I do a weekly meeting on Zoom where you can come there and get support as well. It's become a great conversation because there's a lot of creators that are now been doing this for over a year. They kind of understand the ins and outs. They're practicing some of the strategic things you can do to grow your live. They're growing pretty well. And so just recognizing that there's a community of supporters. All right. When it comes to other things I do one-on-ones with my creators. So you can meet with me and do a 30-minute performance review where we look at your analytics, we look at your live stream data. I answer some questions in that meeting for you to support your growth as a live host. If you need some other support, you can schedule a consultation or a training, my coaching package. But ultimately, I'm helping you, supporting you with your immediate live stream. All right. When it comes to our school community. We have a community, SKOOL. You can go there, get some resources I posted. I just posted for people in my agency, free of charge for them. It is the live strategy guide. Okay. So I want you guys to look at that guide and understand how you do your pre live marketing, which is kind of what we're going to talk about here, as well as your settings, your setup and stuff for your live stream, thinking about that strategically. And then when you go live, what are the things you're doing at the very beginning of your live and then throughout? So I want you to be intentional about your strategy. And so I gave you a guide to do that. I treat it as a ritual because I do it every time before I go live. All right. Then then what I will say is that on this app, we have a group chat. We also where you can share your live, share your content. Those are the things I do. But let me be very clear. This is your live. I can't run your live. I come around, support, we have campaigns, but at the end of the day, you got to do your live. And I've had a few creators that I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know if they thought I was just gonna come in and all of a sudden I was gonna do their live for them. I'm not sure what they was thinking. But if you're gonna join the agency, you got to be committed to going live. You can't join the agency if you've never gone live before. So again, you got to be committed to going live. You got to go live at least 4 days out the week for 61 minutes or more. In the agency, I would tell you 90 minutes, 2 hours are better live streams. You want to get to the point where you're going 2 hours or more, ultimately. And so I say that because I want to manage expectations. I want you guys to grow and be successful. But if you're thinking like, oh, I'm just going to do this passively, then you don't need an agency. You don't need an agency. I'm just going to be honest with you. Just do your thing, be fine, do it at your pace. But at the end of the day, you are here to grow and monetize and build community. And if that's what you're trying to do, then you want support. All right. Any kind of live post. How do you feel about TikTok shop lives to sell products? I like them. I did 2 hours. My lives yesterday, my 10 o'clock and my 4 o'clock. We talked all things live streaming for TikTok shop and TikTok live. Yep. So it was all TikTok shop. I'm afraid of trolls though. What? That's easy. Trolls. I'm not scared of no troll. You control the microphone, literally and metaphorically. This is your room. So you touch the words and you remove them. Yeah, they can't hurt you. I could see if it was like in person and they came up to you and physically assaulted you, then no, you got to do something. But here, you just get rid of them. You mute them, take their words away, you block them or report them. Thank you. Easy. It's easy. I could touch your words right now, mute, block, and report you. I could. I could, but I'm not gonna do that. How do you create moderators? Same thing. You touch the words. No, wait. You click their photo, and in the corner there's the mod button. You can add them as a moderator. Oh, maybe it's. Hold on. I think you touched the word shit. Is mod there? No. You got to do the other screen. Touch the photo. How do you do the laugh? There's a effects screen that you're touching. How do you do the laugh? There's an effect screen. The wand. There's a wand when you go live. So you want to do the wand. Click the wand. Let me catch up on some comments. Let's see. I'm sorry. Let me catch up on some comments. I missed quite a few when I was talking. So I did. I gave the agency spill, so you guys can't say I didn't give it. I still have to join your team in order to send a heart me. Yes, you do have to join. You have to have coins in your account, Miss Lee, to join. Coins are in the gift box below. If you click this gift box in the corner, it says recharge. Click that and add coins to your account, and that's what you would click to add coins. If you go to a website, it's more coins for your money, 25% discount. So get coins on the website. You'll see where it says recharge on tiktok.com/coin. Do Apple get paid for going live? Do people get paid for going live? Yes, you do. You get paid for going live because of the gifting and engagement in your live stream. That's why the agency is free because TikTok wants you to grow as a live host and earn more diamonds. And then obviously TikTok wins because TikTok is always winning. And you could grow it as a live host too. You can earn some more too as you grow. Any kind of live host. How do you feel about TikTok shop live? So yeah, any kind of live host is totally fine. I'm going live on podcast mode and just listening while doing chores. I love it. I love it. I forgot we set the. I forgot. Did we set for tomorrow? No, Monday. For Monday. When you finish, can you explain how to do sticker above your head? That is called a board. Sure. How do you send gifts? Chrissy, I've been on here 4 years. I just became a TikTok shop creator, and it says all lives. Chrissy and Shane, did you hear me when hear what I said about the gift box? Let me know if you caught what I said about clicking the gift box to add coins, and then you can send gifts either from the gift box, the rose, my live goal, my gift gallery. That's how you send gifts. You just click around. Any place where it says coins and send, that's what you're doing. But how do you send gifts? Okay, and so 0 coins. Hopefully you heard me. I'm catching up on comments. Um, talked about moderator. You said I need to get more involved with the agency. Yes, yes. So attend my meetings on Sundays. Yeah, definitely. We're doing our first creator retreat this Friday. So there's 10 of us coming together and we're doing our very first creator retreat. I'm so over the moon about it. So we'll be doing that. And so we're going to come together here in Orlando. There'll be lots of pictures, lots of times to bond and stuff. I'm so happy. But yeah, it's a great community, y'all. And how do you do the clap? And I said the sound, the wand. You're gonna click that. How many times do we need to go live before we can join? You need to do those first 3 lives. Those are the official 3 lives that give you full access to all the features. TikTok says you have to do 3 separate days for 30 minutes in total. But I would tell you, get to the point where you are going 61 minutes. Um, and so that's actually what I'm looking for to make sure you are going live longer because I don't want somebody joining just to say, oh, I did it and you never show up. I have to make you all, I had to remove some people because they impact my numbers, my agency numbers. TikTok changed the rules in March. So I really do need to only bring on people who are serious. That's the way it is. I know I meet with a lot of newbies. I know people are nervous and afraid. Do more lives than join. Just be honest with yourself. If you're not ready, you're not ready. But don't join to expect to attend and get support, but you're not going live. You got to be ready. You got to be willing to go live. How do we do the stickers above it? Okay, so yeah, the board I'll talk about in a second. Yeah, TikTok wants 30 minutes each for 90 minutes total for the first three lives. TikTok wants 30 minutes each. No, not really. It could be 30 minutes in total. It could be 10 minutes, 10 minutes, and 10 minutes. But I tell you to do more. How do I make an appointment? This is where you would make an appointment. Message me and I will send you you can go to my agency page. I'm gonna pin the agency page for those who want to join the agency, who are ready to join the agency. So here's the rules for TikTok. If you already with an agency, you can't join another. So it's one agency for one of your accounts, your primary account. If you don't join with your primary, TikTok will say that is a live violation. As well, I'm sorry, it's a multi-account restriction that happens where you can't join an agency. Okay. So that's what's going to show up. So you got to be mindful of that. I won't be able to invite you. You got to be in the US or Canada. That's where my agency are approved for. You got to make sure that you haven't made too much money, $5,000 over the last 5 months. TikTok says you're good. You earned enough. You don't need an agency. You know what to do. Um, and then you got to make sure you don't have any violations or restrictions at the time of applying. So how many lives per week? Four or more, ideally more. So four or more. We're doing it. Don, where's the retreat we're doing here in Orlando? It's in Orlando. So yeah, that's where we're meeting. How do people truly make a living on TikTok? Multiple streams, whether it's TikTok shop, whether it's going live and the gifting and engagement that are live, whether they have Service Plus. I just pinned my Service Plus and they offer another service. So you think about marketing your business. And so, yeah, there's multiple streams, whether you're doing brand deals, whether you're doing the creator rewards program content side. Yeah, there's multiple ways. Yes, I just said why I can't do that. Um, why you can't do that. You have coins on your account, friend. Trisha T, how you doing, friend? When you do a TikTok shop live, can you have multiple brands? Yes. Yep. If you're an affiliate, but yes, yeah, you can have different brands, different products. Yes. I'm new and I earn 42 cents, and I think in money isn't immediate. Um, TikTok pays out on Wednesdays, and they pay out from is it $1 to 500. So you got to earn more before you can pay out. Okay. Um, you said it's not charging you something. I'm not sure. You might have to check your card and bank. Can you do anything to get more people from the US during your live? Yeah, did you hear what I said beyond blessed? I gave some tips. You want to um remove the caches, empty your caches, reset them. You want to reset your content preferences. You want to post content related to your content, your topic and your content so you can reach your target audience. You want to make sure that you are saying the words that matter in your live stream. Don't repeat those other countries. Say the country or city and state that you're in. Try to do that. Punk rock teacher, how you doing, friend? Um, what else? We talked about this the other day in our agency meeting because there was a few people that had that problem. So yeah, there's some things you want to do to make sure you're clearing things out for yourself. Thank you so much for that daily heartbeat, Michelle. Um, so yeah, so this is the agency page. Let me just pin this page. Normal broke one page. No idea what I'm doing. Welcome to the room, friend. Any tips on how to prevent TikTok from thinking you are selling something when you're not? What do you mean? Donna, welcome to the room. How you doing, friend? What do you mean by that soda? I'm confused. Are you are you getting a restriction? What are you getting? How do you figure TikTok think you're selling something? Um, let's see. I really love the items I buy. I just don't know how to get the link at. To get the link at what? For TikTok shop here in the live. What are you asking? My friend is having this issue when showing a collection he has. He's getting a restriction. Soda. This is the agency's page. Let me pin it. If you are interested in the agency, this is where my application is for the agency. I have more videos. I need to do more videos, but all of the videos that are there have the apply now link. So if you click those posts, you can click the apply now and apply to the agency. It's a quick click the button type feature, or you can go to my stand store. My stand store, my webpage is on my business account, the agency page. So you can go over there and click the agency. That's also where you can get appointments in my coaching package too, if you want to do a consultation or a coaching package. Um, or like play with into the bottom line. How do they affect your life? How do likes play? Okay, likes do not play in the bottom line. They play into getting more visibility in your room. It supports your room looking popular. People are coming in. Those are the likes under my name. So over here, these likes under my name, those are the hearts that are flowing on the side here. And so TikTok sees that as your room has people who are liking it, they're engaging in the room. That's important. The shares help, the comments help. TikTok sees that as your room is popular. Okay. I don't know. It's a restriction, but he's getting a message from TikTok. He's new to live. Check and see if he has a web page in his bio or a link on his page. That could be a problem if he's a shop page. It really that's probably the trigger. And then also his board. Make sure his board doesn't have something that salesy on it. You can't have TikTok on your board. You can't have a website. You can't have pricing. You can't have personal information. So you got to be careful. So that means I can just get money when I go live. What about post? People have to engage in your live, so the gifting needs to happen. Post, you have to have 10,000 followers. You can get video gifts, so people can send you video gifts. And then for your creator rewards program, you have to have video content that has over 100,000 views in a 30-day period and that 10K follower. Love learning more. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. You said thank you going live for the first time on Friday. All right. All right. Love it. Hello, Faceless AI Studio. Welcome to the room. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. You said I went live 3 times this week. Want to keep going. There we go. Love it. Love it. What's happening when you realize that the number of your likes you had decreased on your TikTok account? The number of your likes, like your content post, did TikTok send you a message about it? POV or faceless, face front lives. Um, I am, you could do faceless. You could do faceless if you were trying to do something that people can engage with. Hey, Coach Jesse, thank you so much, friend. Hey, Charlie. You want something people want to look at. So my crocheters, my knitters, my people who are doing crafts, the sand writers, they're faceless and their hands are on the screen. You see it. Some of my AI people who are doing their AI projects and stuff, you got to be careful. You got to turn on. Your hand should be on the screen pointing to stuff. You should be some movement, but you got to be careful too that you turn on the AI generated content as well as turning on your content disclosure and your audience control so that you can stay in compliance with TikTok. TikTok algorithm is looking for facial recognition, is listening to the words I say, is listening for movement that I'm on this live, is paying attention to all of that. And so you want to make sure you have that movement going on too. So ideally, you're on the screen, is looking for the facial recognition. But if you're not on the screen, you'll get visibility. I know sometimes people get visibility and they get the wrong audience. So you got to be careful about making sure you're doing that engagement. I subscribe to your YouTube channel. It's great. Thank you, friend. Thank you, Snoop, for that. I'm trying to do better over there. I need to do a lot better. I got some work to do. I got to clean up my SEO, my thumbnails. There's a lot of work to do, but I'm working on it. I was inactive on here for 3 months due to sickness, and now I'm posting, not getting views at all. Keep posting. It does not like AI content. TikTok is still kind of warming up to the AI content. I'm just gonna say that now. They actually got rid of some accounts that were just mainly AI. So you got to be careful with that. And how can I do faceless? Depends on what you're doing. You just don't be on the screen showing your face. Yeah. Zero views literally. Yeah, I'm telling you. So you need to do an account check and just make sure there's not a restriction going on. Maybe you need to turn on that feature that says AI generated content. So you might have to turn that feature on. Maybe you didn't turn that on. So some people use a background. Backgrounds, TikTok is leery about backgrounds. No restrictions, it's faceless. It doesn't like it. It doesn't like I said. So yeah, it doesn't like it. You need movement, you need some face, you need some other stuff. I had to go absent for 2 months due to illness. Yes, Donna. Hey, Lisa, right here. Keep posting. There we go, friend. I love it. Where do I find the sign that says AI generate? It's under settings. It's under settings before you go live. And on your post side, it's under, I think, more, something like that. If you go live on my main account with a product, should I use another paid product for my second account? Not necessarily. You can have the same product on both pages. I buy a lot of items on TikTok I want to sell. I just don't know how to get the link on the bottom page. Oh, you don't have access yet. You got to wait until you get 1,000 followers. Chrissy, you don't have TikTok shop access yet. You have to wait to over 1,000 followers to get the pilot program. Chrissy, anybody talking about shop today? I spent both my lives yesterday talking nothing about shop, nothing but shop. I talked about how to get it in my 10 o'clock. And then once you have it, what to do with it in my 4 o'clock. So there's two live videos. I need to do the thumbnails, but the last two videos, or you have to go 3 videos back now because I did my 10 o'clock for today. But the videos from yesterday, go there and look at those videos. Okay. You got some homework. Wow, I missed it. Yes. You got some homework. You got some looking to do. And you're more than welcome to like my page. You could do the gifting over there if you want to. You're more than welcome. Watch the ads and commercials so I can get monetized that way too. And so, yeah, so go watch my live. Same name, Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income, but I went thoroughly. When I say thorough, y'all, there were so many people saying they didn't know what all the things I was talking about. I went in so much great detail. Literally, I did a master class. I really should put that behind a paywall because I did a master class on shop yesterday. 2 hours for 10 and 4. So definitely go back and look at it. 4 o'clock, definitely. 10 o'clock, stuff I always talk about anyway, but 4 o'clock was a masterclass because I went through a lot of features. Okay. So TikTok will not like an AI twin to use to post your content. Um, I know people are doing it a lot. I know people are doing it a lot. I think it's overdone, to be honest with you. I think at some point TikTok is going to really um crack down on the overuse of it. And what I was sharing earlier is that, you know, they're looking for real, authentic engagement here. And so the whole AI twin thing is not you, is you using AI. And so, especially when it comes to live sales and live with the product lives and stuff, I think a lot of that is going to go away because they want you to do authentic engagement with your audience, but then also selling on TikTok Live. So, what I do know from an agency perspective is that those pages are getting taken down. They are getting taken down, right? Okay. And so, I don't know if it's going to last for long. Okay. So, I don't know what that looks like, but I do know they are restricting a lot of those pages. But live sales don't. Exactly. So, if you're doing twinning in the content with products, they're going to be like, wait a minute. We need you to do the real you, not the fake you, not the twin you. Yeah. Let me go watch it before I start going live doing TikTok shop. Yeah. So yes. And then if you're doing if you're not comfortable doing the real you in your content, how do we know you're comfortable doing the real you when you go live? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're comfortable showing you and doing the content here, then you don't need the fake you. You don't need it, in my opinion. You could do real clips from your live. You can do real video content. I'm planning to go live, but with such a stringent account, um, I'm worried with will I get audience. You got to be careful about what you're doing in terms of what you're talking about. You're gonna have to search for your target audience with the AI content. What if I made from cast here on TikTok? They don't like that. What do you mean? What if it made? What if it made from cast here? What do you mean by casting? Casting, I think, where you're streaming from something else. You're thinking like restream using a third party streaming service. Michelle, you said I want to go live. I'm new. Welcome, friend. I just went live for the first time and it was good practice, but no sales. But I was just being me. That's good. Shoe girl. That's it. Welcome, true. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what you meant by casting, but let me know what you meant. What about ad twin used to promote clothing? I can't stand those. I can't stand them either. You know what, the whole twin thing, I'm turned off by it because I'm like, it's not authentic. I want to see a real person. I don't want to see no robot, no fake, person modeling some clothes. And I'm like, that ain't the real person body. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. AI cast is TikToks. Oh, the AI twin thing. Is that what it is? Oh, okay. That tells you I don't know anything about it. That tells you. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. You said you can make videos. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I think the videos I've seen people doing is like the little dance videos. That's cute. But I guess I'm thinking like people are starting to use it for product lives. And that's where I'm like, I call foul on that. But, you know, that's fine. If TikTok approves it, it's totally fine. But like I said, I don't know if it's gonna last for long because it's getting overused. But yeah, okay, yeah. So, let's see, friends. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna get off in about, oh gosh, I'm supposed to be getting off now. So I do need to do some work. Um let's How often do you go live? I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. People are starting to get turned off by AI. It's like I said, I think we need to think about well, I'm sure TikTok is thinking about this. What's the long game for it? But I don't know the answer to that. So they're gonna have to figure that out. Coach Jess, you said I've been sick. You feeling better, friend? Let me know if you're feeling better. Um, Really quickly, who is going live? Let's put it in the chat. Do you post the agency form? Did you post the agency form? The You're feeling much better. That's good. Um, hey, went live again. Today's viewers were lower. The viewers just wanted to peekaboo today. That's fine. Keep going. Keep going. Thank you, Doc, for sharing your wisdom. You're so welcome, Mojo. Appreciate it. Thank you all for your help. Oh, how do you clean your caches? You just go to your profile page, click the three lines in the top right corner, go to settings and privacy, and then scroll down. You should see cache and clear it out. You said you went live last night. Okay, okay. How did it go for you? I have my podcast and then I do pop ups. All right, nice, Dee Dee. Awesome. Yes. Can you please get the board? I want to use it for my live. Oh, let me talk about board real quick before I get off. That'll be the last thing I talk about. Dr. Lisa, I like how attentive you are to your audience. Oh, thank you, friend. Thank you, princess. I am 6:30 for Bible study on my other page, created new. Okay, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you being here, friend. 6:30 on the other page, 6:30 time zone. What was your time zone? And is that AM or PM, Tasha? Um, let me let's see. Let me talk about boards real quick. Boards. Um, the sound bar is under the wand. Once you go live, you'll see a wand. So pay attention to that. If I want to teach people on an eraser board, is the mirror function. Um, yeah, there's a mirror function. You click the three dots and there's a symbol now, but you can click the mirror symbol. I was testing my equipment. Okay. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. I tried, but could only get one board. What you mean? You only can do one board. You only can do one board. What do you mean by that, Jill? Since you talked to me earlier about gifts, I had to spend 31 cents after I hit recharge, and it's all, I'm not sure what it's all for. Let me know, friend. I go live nightly at 10 p.m. Pacific time, soulful R&B and house music. That is Janae. Definitely connect with Janae. She has a good room, a good vibe. Thank you so much. Welcome to the room, friend. Why I had asked the question about likes on my post because it's dramatically decreased. Um, I'm confused about so your post decreased. Thank you so much, Mrs. Treetop. Appreciate your friend. Took this so long and I don't know if I even have a gift to send. I don't send see anything. You definitely need to look into how you can recharge and add coins to your account. See if you can go to the website. The website is probably where you need to go. I'm going live tonight at 8:30 p.m. tonight. This is Per Mom Bookshops. Thank you so much, friend. We chat about books. Per Mom, your room is growing lately too. I've seen you, friend. I've seen a little uptick in your room. Good job. Keep going, friend. R and L, you said. So I was just wondering if I need to be concerned. Um, let's see. Concerned. I'm not sure if I asked the question about the likes on my post because it's dramatically decreased. Yeah, check and see if there's an account issue. If it's not, just keep posting. Sometimes you have a season where the likes are not there. They just don't get as high as you think they should. But just keep posting the content. Those videos might perform better later. You know, I got a few videos where now they performed low in the beginning and now they're starting to catch up a little bit. So just don't worry about it. Just keep posting the content. Yes. Oh, you're gonna do People Bryson. Oh, RIP. That's a good one. Definitely an uptick. I saw her friend. Awesome. You have 48 characters on a board. I can't get two up at a time or get a background. Are you using that AI board? Are you creating your own? Let me know, Chrissy. Are you using the AI board? I'm sorry. Was it Jill? Jill. Are you using the AI board? Are you clicking one of the templates? Keep posting the content. That's it. Keep posting the content. I have videos that don't do well, and then I have videos that do. There's no rhyme or reason. Keep posting. Sometimes it is a rhyme and a reason. Creating my own under general, and you're hitting, once you hit general, you're not hitting one of the templates. You're hitting the plus sign and you're saving. And you're paying attention to the way content is created on there. I wouldn't use background. And then when I went to the plus sign or a template, templates, really quickly, yes, yes. Okay. Templates, really quickly, we're noticing that they're being probably causing a glitch with your board not showing up. So we've had some other creators complain about that. Um, and I think the common denominator is that they're using under boards, under settings is boards. This is the board. I got templates. These are the templates. I'm telling you not to use these templates. Avoid the templates for right now. Click the plus sign, then create. This screen pops up. You have headline, you have background, you have bullets. I'm telling you not to use these two right now. Don't use the bullets in the background. Just add a headline. That's all you see up here. And you can create that as your board. You can play around with the font, the looks, the color, all that. But that's all you should be using right now. Do you go live on the second phone or the iPad? I go live on YouTube from my iPad. This is my phone. I use headlines. And so I'm just going to put go live. I'm just going to do something real quick. Go live. Okay, so go live. I'm going to change the color. I'm going to make it outline. So go live is there, blue. And then I'm going to hit done. I can move it up. And then I'm gonna hit headline again so I can get that second board, that second color. And then I'm gonna say 30-day challenge. And I'm gonna change the font to something a little bit more cutesy in a different color. We'll do orange to outline it. So there, I'm gonna hit done. Those are the two boards. Now, hey Daquan, um, how can we do two headlines? You just add another line. You add another headline. If I want to add another headline, I can say right now. I got three lines. Okay. And if I want to edit that, I can edit it like that. That. Okay. So now that's a little busy, but you could do it because these are three lines. You just play around with it. But yeah, you could do that. Thank you. I'll try again. And then I hit done. Now here's the deal. I'm going to show you something real quick, Jill. So if I put go TikTok live, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to put the word TikTok on this board. So it could be what you have on your board that's causing a problem. So go TikTok live. Thank you. I need this 30-day challenge right now. If they disappear, how do you get them back? You go to the wand. Once you're live, there's a wand. They should have all your boards listed if they saved it. If it's saved, yeah, your board is there. This is John just before going live. Yes, you don't add your board before you go live though. Add it after the live. Go live without a board on. Then click your wand and then add the board. It's been glitching. I don't know why the sound bar wasn't working. Some of the touch screen features don't work. So you add the board after you start the live. Okay. What did you mean by you go live on YouTube? I'm on YouTube live right now. Yeah. Oh, that's the tip. Add the board after. Yeah. That's one of several tips, but yes. But yeah, yeah. So add it afterwards. I'll show in a second. But look here, I'm gonna hit done. And wait a minute, I don't like the trolls coming in trying to do stuff. I'm learning so much. Thank you, Dr. Monsieur. So here, you're welcome, friend. You said laugh up 1 minute. So look here, it's gonna be a pop-up. Watch. Oh, see that pop-up? What does that say? It tells you avoid mentioning personal information, pricing, or external platforms as that might limit your reach. So your board should not have personal identifying information, your name, your phone number, your email, no external websites, no social media, TikTok included. Don't put the word TikTok on your board. Don't put, hey, Brandon, don't put pricing. Okay. So again, all that factors in. Thank you, Fran. Using a streaming software to go live on TikTok too. I'm watching you on TikTok. No, Gene, this is my phone. This is my phone. This is the real background. This is TikTok from the phone, from the app. Thank you, Coach Jesse. Hey, friend. Um, so yeah, so I'm not using anything, and on YouTube, I use YouTube. I don't use anything over there yet. I just go live from YouTube. So that's what I do. So for this board, I would need to edit, and I'm gonna take the word TikTok out and delete it. Hit done, and that's the board. Hit done again. All right, and it's thinking, and it's gonna think, and it goes here under review. And if I click out, I come back to boards, is approved, ready to use. Okay. If you push the board up too high, it goes off the screen. How do you get it back? In the editing, when you create the board, you deleted it. So you got to go back and recreate it. Is that what's happening? You ain't never, you deleted it before you saved it? You said I pushed it up and it just went away. You deleted it. So you deleted it before you even saved it. So yeah, you got to recreate it. That's what just happened. So if it's at that stage, now if it's already saved, like that board just saved, I can go to my once I come live, it's there. You know how I went back and it was there. So once I come live, I can add that board. Yeah. Thank you for all your knowledge. You're welcome. You said laugh, laugh out loud at me. You're like, I don't know what's going on with these boards. You ain't save them. So yeah, you have to go back and rewrite that board. I've done that. I've done that. I was like, oh, I was almost done. Mm. I've done that a few times. So I'm joking, but it is a thing. It does happen. It happens to the best of us, okay? So just know you just got to start over. You got to rewrite that board. You got to start over. Yeah. You say, "Yep, Coach Jesse, you had it happen to you too." Yeah. It happens all the time. You like trying to push it up like, "Dang, I've done it here. Look at this. Look at this." I just deleted it by accident. I moved it up a little too high. When the transfer band. So this board is still here because these are two separate lines. So that's still here. Now, here's what I will do. I'm gonna go back. I'm sorry, wrong board. I'm gonna go back. Which one did I have? I had this one. So it's there because it was saved. So I just added back. It will turn red when it go about to leave. You know what? In that situation, it does turn red when you're up here. You're right. In the edit version, when you're creating it, it doesn't. So she's absolutely right. That happened to her. That was a real thing. Because when you slide it up, it's almost like the red bin, the little trash bin symbol shows up here in the live, but in that edit mode, it doesn't. So it did happen and she did delete it. But you didn't know you deleted it. But that's what happened. Yeah. So we can create before the live, save, then after go live, I can go and pin it and add it. Yes. And you can have multiple boards you can trade in and out. You just saw me put this board. When I did my shoppable, I told you guys I did shoppable yesterday. That was my shoppable board. Um, Earlier today, I did the four. I think I did. No, I think I did the must do thing. This is the 14-day challenge when I talk about going live for 14 days straight. Especially as a newbie, I hope clearing caches will slow down marriage proposals. No, they still come back. No, no, they still thirsty. They still come back. Okay, perfect. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, they thirsty. They come back. They don't slow them down. Mm-mm. Just get used to it, friend. I told my husband, I said I could have been married 50 times over based on all these proposals I'm getting. He like, well, whatever you want them, then go ahead and take them. I was like, no, I don't want. I don't want them. I was like, I could have a man all over the world, all these countries that's been proposing. But no, it don't slow down, friend. You just get used to it. You just ignore them. A lot of my proposals, I think, go now into the spam. They go into the little archive folders. I don't even see them. Um, you said what happens when some of the comments are not showing up? That happened today. Yes. So some words you end up blocking. Sometimes TikTok has community safety guidelines. You gotta go in and every now and then just check your blocked words to make sure a word that you normally would allow isn't blocked. So as you're muting and blocking people from your live, sometimes their words get caught up and get blocked also. So you got to be careful because some words are legitimate words. But that does happen. I think I should talk about that more often to normalize it. Your viewers, some of y'all might be frustrated with me, like she don't answer my questions. I don't never get no comments answered. More than likely, I don't see them. More than likely, your comments might be being blocked because you're saying a word that TikTok either deems as inappropriate and they muted it or blocked it, or it's a word. And I've checked mine recently, but it could be a word or something you're using. It doesn't like contrast words too, like when you use the little um what is that, the apostrophe and stuff like that. It doesn't like a lot of those words. So be careful with that type of wording. I know I'm notorious for that. It doesn't like long sentences. Typically you might have something that gets caught up and get blocked or not seen. um, is interesting. There's certain rooms that have on that audience control and the content disclosure. I think they give a little bit more protection to those words. I mean, those rooms. So again, you might be getting filtered and you don't even realize it. And the person's not ignoring you. They just didn't see it. Thank you. I don't set block words yet. Okay. Yeah. Flawless, you have a question? Welcome to the room, friend. I got a lot of invites when I do my lives. Yes, those invites coming into the chat. TikTok is just sending invites to people who are your followers or co-hosts. You can turn that feature off. If you go for co-hosts, click the three dots. That's the co-host feature from my view. Click the co-host rings, the interlocking rings, and then there's three dots in the top right corner, and then you can go to settings and turn off invites from people you don't know. My dear friends, I appreciate you all. A girl got to get off. I got to go. I got to make sure I get something to eat. I got to do my homework. Carol is going to catch me slipping. And I try to make sure I get my homework done. I got some homework to do for the voice acting um, session tonight. And so, I missed something. You said, how many different boards can you save? I think I got like 20. I don't know if there's a limit, but I easily got 20 boards. So just save them. I need to delete some, but I got quite a few that I just haven't deleted yet. Good afternoon, Nurse Jax. Welcome to the room. I always stream movies, but I always give visibility restrictions. Why? And what can I do, please?